What's up guys and gals, Brian Tong here, and behind me we've got the TCL 8 series. They're a QLED television. It's an LCD based TV, but there's a lot of excitement around this thing because they've been talking about their mini LED backlight, which is 25,000 individual mini LEDs. We're not talking about, local dimming zones. We're talking about specific areas. And if you want to know how does this look, I'm going to tell you right now, get out of the way. This is the best looking LCD-based television that I have ever seen, with the deepest blacks, the most vibrant colors we've seen from an LCD-based TV. It is just really impressive, and TCL has absolutely delivered on the image quality. Now, I'm not going to go through, specific benchmarks. I'm not using any high-end calibration tools, but there's a few ways that, when you look at a TV like this, you can see they decided to kind of give us some real-world comparisons. They match it up side by side with a Samsung Q80R. Now that 75-inch TV, that TV runs around, $3,000, $3,500. They wanted to put it next to something similar in that price point. So TCL 75-inch 8 series is going to be $2,999. So when you look at them side by side, we ran the Spears and Munsell Ultra HD HDR benchmark disc, and we split it, the signal over HDMI through an Oppo Blu-ray player. You could instantly see the difference. Now, it's hard for a camera like ours to really kind of capture what it looks like, but I'm going to show you the images because what you got here is deeper blacks, more subtle details, specifically in some things like a yellow petal of a flower with water droplets and all kind of the different texture that it had. It showed up a whole lot clearer, and you could clearly see the difference on the TCL 8 series. Things like texture in the ground. You see like the specific lines on a peacock feather, the details, how vibrant it looked. At every kind of image and test, you could easily tell that the TCL 8 series was the superior one of those two TVs. You can talk about black levels all you want, right? I like to, one of my tests is, right, you turn all the lights off and you just really see when the movie in those letter boxes is supposed to be really black, how does it compare to the bezel? That's one way, right? It should be, if it's really inky black or dark black, it's gonna pretty much look the same. But another one, I guess you call it like the tap or the knock test. What was interesting about this is I went to the Samsung Q80R, which is an LCD-based TV, which is local dimming zones. And when you tap around near the brighter areas, you'll see it light up. But then when I tap all the way to the darker areas, you can see that it still lights up, meaning that area of the television set is not shut off. And what the whole idea is that you want to shut that off to give you the deepest blacks. Now we go over to the TCL 8 series, you still tap around the brighter areas where there's the image, but then when you tap around the black areas, you don't see that light popping, which means they've completely turned it off, and that's why you're getting these blacks that are just so much deeper. And then if you're thinking about, okay, fine, Brian, this is the best, QLED TV out there, well, let's talk about then OLED. We know they're the standard for the deepest, inkiest blacks. Well, I'm gonna tell you that this television set just gets just right up there. It's not, at the deepest, darkest blacks, but it is so close. And what impressed me the most is, again, this is the best image quality that I have ever seen from an LCD-based TV. A lot of people are gonna go when they're looking for TVs. A 75-inch TV, $3,000 for the 8 series, that's gonna be a killer deal. But we're not just talking about, let's just throw away the image quality and then talk about all the features that TCL packs in here. We know that they bring so much. We have the Roku interface, right? One of the best kind of television UIs, gives access to every single streaming service that you can think that's possible. It also obviously directly goes into your inputs, whether it's a Blu-ray player, an over-the-air TV antenna, you got your gaming console. That's all there, all right? Nice and clean, really easy to get access to. But then you have other features that it brings to the table. How about, game syncing for low input lag? So I got to play Forza 4 on the Xbox One. The game looks amazing, but it instantly saw that, the console was synced to it, flipped on that low input lag, that mode, it even shows it on the screen, and the gameplay was like butter. Now we also kind of looked at a variety of different films. We checked out Blue Planet 2 on it, we checked out The Greatest Showman, but you have these rich visuals. I've seen a lot of other TVs, and they were not afraid to put this side by side with a Samsung Q80R. They weren't afraid to put it next to the LG C9 OLED TV and just show where this television stands, in the big scheme of all those things. The design is great. It's really minimal, right? You have pretty much 3 nearly bezel-less edges on the top, left and right, and then you have the bar on the bottom. I think the design is just really clean and snazzy. There's nothing to complain here. They have that nice brushed aluminum metal design, so it's gonna fit into every household and look classy. A few things to keep in mind for you all. The 8 series comes with 4 HDMI ports. One of them is equipped for ARC. These HDMI ports are HDMI 2.0 and not 2.1 for those of you who are looking to potentially future-proof your TVs, but the benefits from 2.1 haven't rolled out on a wide scale yet. The 8 series also has a 120 Hz refresh rate with their natural motion 480 feature. Plus, there's still no official announcement when AirPlay 2 is coming to the Roku platform for the TCL 8 series. The other part of this that makes this interesting is their IPQ calibration app. So we know that now these days TVs come out from the factory calibrated pretty well, but there's professional calibrators that can come to your home. That equipment costs $2,000, $3,000. But what they've done now is through an app, whether it's on Google Play or available on iOS, you can actually, through a series of calibration tests, hold your phone up and then to the screen, kind of match it up to the frames that they give you, and then calibrate your TV in-house. Again, I'm not saying this is like the highest professional level that they offer, but it's a tool that will, no matter what, make your television look better, and it's just directly from your phone to your TV. I thought that was really impressive as well. This TV plays everything you expect, 4K, HDR, also Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos compatible. And let's talk about that, right? They're saying, oh, there's Dolby Atmos in this TV. I'm like, okay, sure. Like, what are you gonna be able to do with a speaker from the TV set? But underneath the TV in the bar, it is firing down. They showed me a demo of audio for Dolby Atmos turned on or off. And because Dolby Atmos now these days, it's gotten to the point where they can, you can have Dolby Atmos on your phones, you can now do it on your TVs. They're able to at least specifically kind of place the sounds more strategically instead of it just sounding so flat. So this TV, although many people that buy an 8 series will probably have their own home theater system, this TV on its own sounds amazing because of the fact that it has Dolby Atmos technology in that speaker. Things sounded fuller, more open, instead of just like a flat sound coming from the TV, and I thought that was impressive as well. Now, admittedly, I do kind of have a soft spot for TCL because 5 years ago I was looking for a bedroom TV, and I bought one with TCL and the Roku OS because I wanted to experience that. And ever since then, I've bought 2 of them over time with my own money, and they've just grown so much. We know that the 6 series is their bread and butter, hands down. I mean, come on, it's the best bang for buck when you're talking about image quality, price, and features. But now they're taking like all of that, what they've learned, moving up to kind of this more premium level with the 8 series, which again, for its price, we're talking about image quality and then features again. I mean, it knocks it out of the park. TCL has really done it again, but now they're taking it up to that next level with the 8 series.